Well, Yiyi is a 10-year-old Chinese girl. She was born with congenital cataracts, and they've never been operated on. As near as we can tell, she was abandoned at the age of 5 in a marketplace. This is unfortunately not particularly unusual in China, especially for girl children. And what typically happens is the parents take the child to the market, and when the child's distracted, they just disappear. And then, when the distraught child, it's in the middle of kind of looking for her parents, somebody comes along and they turn her over to the police. The police then put an ad in the paper, basically saying somebody lost a child in the marketplace, so if you lost your child, please come to the police station and pick her up. And no one ever comes. And
she was in the orphanage by that time.
Okay.
They brought her to the orphanage, so she was in the orphanage by that time. But yeah, these ads run hundreds of ads every day, and people don't come.
And then at that point, she's in the orphanage system. We feel that Yiyi was very, very fortunate because it appears that she went directly into foster care. And she's been in foster care with the same foster family, as far as we know, for the last 5 years. But the problem is that she is 10, and at the age of 14, the children, foster children in China, are at the end of the services that the state will provide.
Well, all the orphanage kids too, yeah.
And, unfortunately, the prospects for a blind 14-year-old girl with no family who's poor in China are not great. So we feel fortunate that we were able to connect with her through a waiting child list before that happened. And so, we've gone through the process now, and our paperwork is in China, and basically the only step that's left is that we'll receive a travel date, and so we expect that we'll probably be traveling sometime soon after the first of the year to pick her up. We have been in conversation with doctors at a children's hospital that has an international adoption clinic, and what they have told us, based on the little information that they have, is that supposedly Yiyi's vision right now is 2400. And
2800.
Oh, 2800 is 2800. Sorry. We have already have plans in place to have the cataracts removed as soon as possible. We will put implants in, and then she'll probably also wear glasses or use contacts. Unfortunately, here in America, cataracts are seen as a very minor affliction, and they really are, even congenital cataracts, because doctors routinely do surgery on very young babies to remove cataracts. In the case of Yiyi, because that wasn't done, most likely her brain never learned to see in the way that your brain and my brain and Nikki's brain learned to see. And so even once we have the cataracts removed and she has corrective lenses and implants, she's probably never going to have the visual acuity that someone who didn't have cataracts enjoys. And so, in talking to the doctors, what we've learned is that probably with the aid of something like an iPad, she'll be able to read. We're hoping that she'll be able to go to a regular school. She'll probably have to sit in the front of the classroom. There's certain things that she'll probably not be able to do, like playing sports that require a lot of hand-eye coordination. So probably anything that uses a ball is out. She probably will be able to ride a bike. She'll probably never be able to drive.
To which my dad said that he would prefer that none of his kids or grandkids really ever got behind a wheel, so he was actually really good with that. So
I actually thought that was a perk.
yeah, we're kind of thinking that that's maybe a perk now that we kind of didn't think it would be before.
But, you know, the fact of the matter is that this is her situation, and, you know, the way we're looking at it is she's our child, and everyone's children have issues of one sort or another. This just happens to be hers. And even though we're preparing to deal with the situation exactly as it's been presented to us, we also know that there are advances being made every day in both technology and in the area of brain science and in the area of visual science. And so, you know, it's possible that down the road there will be something that will, you know, help her overcome some of these difficulties. But even if nothing ever comes along, well, we feel that these are perfectly manageable difficulties, that there are people that deal with these problems every day, and we just have to find out what our role is as her parents to help Yiyi deal with these challenges, so that she can go on to kind of live the life that she's meant to live and that we're meant to help her live. And that's our job.
Yeah, we're really excited about it.
Yeah.